Friday, TGIF. Welcome to the channel. We are here with Watch Your Mouth Reviews. James, welcome in. His link is the first in the description. I did put it higher. I've been having weird struggles with YouTube, but the link to James's channel is in the description of this video and every video that we have. I also have a playlist on my channel that says Watch Your Mouth Reviews collabs. Click those playlists. It's not really videos from my channel. It's all the videos on his channel that I've been featured on or just enjoy watching. Support both of us if you could, beautiful people. Also, Watch Your Best Friends. I keep forgetting about this channel. I actually forgot about it and asked James today, like, hey, are we going to keep it? He was like, yeah.
Yes, we're going to keep it. It's just we busy. We're just busy. We're just busy, friend. But when things slow down for us, we'll pick back up with it. You guys, that is a channel that I love doing. Like, that is to not talk about reality TV and just kind of give y'all like our advice on life is like what I really love doing. So yeah, we're definitely gonna pick up with that. And also, if you guys have some topics, life topics, not reality TV topics, that you feel that it would be beneficial for us to talk about, maybe you need help with something, you can write us a letter or email me or DM me and I'll read it. You know, I won't say your name if you wish to keep it anonymous. That is completely fine. But if you have something that you want to give us, like an advice column or something that you're going through that maybe was relatable that you heard me or Mrs. Best talk about, let us know. We are definitely here. Yeah, we can definitely help out.
Here. We would love ideas and things like that. I think with us, reality TV is easy because we just talk about the show. But for our other channel, we're actually like pretty mellow outside of YouTube. So now we're like, oh, we have to talk about ourselves. What do? We need topics. Just like you suggest shows to us, feel free to suggest topics. You can message James or you can message me or you can leave a comment on Watch Your Best Friends. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. Let's greet the chat before we get into it. I appreciate you, Kiwan. We will be live with Kiwan after this live. Welcome in. Y'all subscribe to her channel as well. Good evening or afternoon for me and James, but evening to all of you. DM Rock says they heard some Potomac tea. That's random. Drop the Potomac tea. Feel free to drop the Potomac tea. This live is actually different and new for my channel. It's not something I usually do because we're discussing pop culture, but I figure in my lives for the shows, we keep discussing pop culture. There's a lot happening, so I had to give in and stop relying on somebody else for an updates video. And actually, because I'll be waiting on James. I'll send him something real quick. Updates. But he's moving across the country and has all this stuff going on. So this is the busiest we've been on YouTube, I think, collectively, individually, our whole time, probably.
Yes, because y'all have to remember last year, I wasn't working. I was on recovery. So when I came back to YouTube post-surgery, I was available all the time. Like I didn't have nothing going on. I was like, yes, but now that I'm back at work, 12-hour days every single day, I don't have much time, y'all. And I'm so sorry, but that's about to change. But yeah.
God is real. It is. It has to before we melt. Ellie, welcome. Fun picture. Welcome in. Welcome to the channel. It is nice to meet you. I'm glad you popped up on the feed.
Yes, we love when we pop up on the feed. Oh my gosh. Welcome to the channel. Support. I hope you subscribe to us at the end of it all. And I hope you like what you hear. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you so much.
Absolutely. I'm going to prepare you though, girl. I'm going to try and watch my mouth. No pun intended to James's channel, but I am going to try and watch my mouth. We're about to talk shit because there's a lot going on in these people's lives. And I always think when stuff happens with celebrities, like y'all too rich for all of this.
Okay.
What's poppin', Shady? What's poppin'? DM Rock said the new girl Courtney is getting along with everyone except for one person. Plus, Stacy and Giselle are getting along.
Courtney is the white lady, right?
There's a white lady joining Potomac?
Yeah.
Oh, they doing the Kim Zolciak. What was that lady's name on Married?
She's one of Stacy's friends. Is Courtney the white girl? I think Courtney is the white girl.
Who is that? I don't know who it
is.
I'm
sorry to have to rephrase to her as the white girl. We usually say colorless, but sorry, my mind is, on blank.
I think colorless is worse than just saying white. I probably should stop saying that on the internet, to be honest. Work in progress.
But it's the only way to differentiate her because we don't know her. So it's the only way to differentiate her from the rest of the cast is a class full of all black women. Okay, so she is. So what the hell is the white lady's name then?
He said, "Don't watch your mouth." Thank God. We won't. And welcome in. Shout out to the chat for welcoming in Ellie as well. I love to see it. Courtney is a black girl not getting along with Ashley.
Maybe I heard that tea already. Somebody else already exposed that on YouTube already.
Really?
Yeah, I already saw that. It's not surprising to me because who the hell likes Ashley?
Her kids.
Yeah, like why is Ashley still on the show is the better question.
I'm sure she wonders that as well, but she's gonna ride it till she can't no more.
I would too, though. I'm not allowed. Times is hard. I would ride that shit and show Sheila in her wig every time I got.
You know what? Hello, Vibe. Good evening to you. Good evening to everybody on the East Coast, Central Standard Time. All of y'all, good evening. We over here on the West Coast, miserable. Vibe said, wait, who is Michelle and why everybody saying she the lady with? The internet's already put the puzzle pieces together like a reality show reunion, child. I don't know why she thought she would be able to hide this. Michelle, we're going to get into that. Not as the white lady, Robin Dixon.
Oh, her too.
Only reason Ashley's still on the show is because people want to see Dean. Her kids need where's Joe Jackson? Because the way they be climbing
on the kitchen island
and jumping off of stuff, like
with their bare feet and they feet dirty, have to run it outside and shit. No, I'm good, thank you. Because my mama will whoop my ass right on national TV. She don't care. So
yeah, mine would too. She used to whoop me right in the middle of Safeway.
Me too. My mama had one of them purses with the belts that clip off. You know, that strap that clips off the purse, and she would turn that into a belt and whoop my ass right there.
I cannot. But it's fair, y'all. Let's get into the live. The first thing we're gonna discuss will be quick, and I'm late on this, but I didn't want to talk about it. Lisa, how do you say her last name?
Girl, don't give me a Hosting.
I feel like I need to do like our favorite rapper on Love and Hip Hop. My name is Cardi B, and I'm from the Bronx, because I can't say her last name. I cannot say this lady's last name. But Lisa from RHOM, Miss Late, Dorit Part 3, she has had to turn herself into jail. I did look into the details of it. She is actually in jail because her and her current / now ex-boyfriend Jody with the crazy googly eyes, as Larsa described him, apparently they were wiretapping, tracking, and listening to private conversations that Lisa's ex-husband Lenny, who's more famous than her, I'm sorry, was having. Now, if you are a day one Housewives of Miami fan, then you watched her go through this divorce and all of these different things. However, there's a trend going on in the Housewives right now because Rhode Island is also having the same problem with what's old girl Rula
and her husband. Yeah,
he got arrested for tracking her. I say, you got arrested for tracking your own wife?
Well, here's the thing. The problem is she sued him for this.
She sued her husband?
I believe so. Wasn't that the article said that she sued him for, or they were suing each other for the Privacy Act, and I guess she won the civil case. It was something I was reading about her. It was some weird shit. I'm like, y'all got too much going on. Divorce.
Who sues your husband and then stays married? What?
That's what I read. Unless I got the article, y'all let me know. DM Rocks, let me know if I got the article wrong, because you usually be knowing this shit. Let me know if I got the article wrong and if I read that wrong. But somebody sued some. I know he's suing the side chick. I'm not talking about that. But I know him and Rula were in court about something to this extent. I just don't know what it was.
You know what? Y'all tap in on Mondays. We cover Housewives of Rhode Island.
We sure do.
What are we supposed to do, Rula? I don't know what Rula wants for us. I hope she figures it out. As for Lisa, she turned herself in. The funniest part of this story is Lisa thought, as her attorney advised her, that since you're turning yourself in, it's what's called a book and release in most states, where you turn yourself in, but they let you write out. In Lisa's case, they kept her there. We thought she was let right out, but she was kept for like 21 hours or something crazy like that. So I'm just kind of using this opportunity to say bravo. Please stop allowing shows like Beverly Hills that have given us nothing really since COVID. Please stop allowing shows like this to continue, and then put in the shows that have women with stuff going on who are willing to share, not BS and create Fox Force 5s. maybe unpause Miami, because now all of this is going down and they could have filmed it. I mean, do you feel differently, James
No,
Jackson?
I don't feel differently. I feel like y'all be having these moments and then they be so off-putting. Like y'all gonna cancel Miami, but then she has these huge ass, allegations and crimes on her belt. This is stuff we want to see. How is she gonna get out of this? Like, how is she gonna win the cases? They have evidence against her. Like, I guess she can't talk about. I get to an extent when people have legal trouble, they can't talk about everything. Totally get it. But the only time we've had somebody get arrested and then come back and film for the show, we only have had two people. We had Teresa and we had Karen Huger. Am I missing anybody?
Jen Shaw.
And Jen Shaw?
She got arrested. She did.
Oh yeah, that's right, Jen Shaw. Okay, yeah, that's right. That's right.
With her box braids. I'll never forget.
Oh, that was so disrespectful. That was so disrespectful.
No, I'm not mad at it. Hey, as long as you acknowledge that African American culture and African culture and our beautiful melanated people contributed to braids, hey, she's married to a black man. Her kids are black. I'm not mad at her for wearing them, but I'm just like, Jen, you are on the Housewives of Salt Lake City with some box braids. You are losing us all. Let me catch the comments before we move on. We wish you the best, Lisa. Mind your business. Stop spying and cut ties with Jody. That's all. Did you want to add anything, James?
No, because I didn't really care about this story. I really didn't.
According to Ashley, she doesn't believe in discipline or telling the boys that they are being bad. Neither does she.
That's the problem. That's the problem. That's why Ashley is the way she is, because you could tell she wasn't that kind of mama. Sheila wasn't the kind of mama to spare the rod. She was the kind of mama that, was so interested in that man and living under a tent that a lot of things went above the wayside. That's why Ashley has these behaviors that are so heinous and so just completely, like, I don't want to say predatorial, but that's how they come off as. Like,
they do. It's your opinion. It's not law. You could say that.
Right.
I agree with you. I heavily agree. I don't know. Ashley Darby, I'm over her. James will be covering Potomac next season. I do not cover that on my channel. James covers the Housewives of Potomac. So if you guys are interested in watching those reviews next season, tap in. He's also currently covering the Housewives of Atlanta. We usually cover that on Mondays, so tap into that as well. How you sue your spouse and they steal your spouse, girl?
Well, in some states you can. You just can't testify against them criminally.
Yeah, I know in California you can sue your partner.
You can sue you can sue them in a lot of different states. You can sue them because you have to understand a lot of people do that for a lot of different reasons. Like some spouses go into business together, and when they dissolve the companies, sometimes the best way to get the best settlement out of them is to sue them. And you can still go home and get married to them. I mean, and be married. Like, business is one thing, personal is another. Some people know how to separate the difference.
Personally, for them women out there that don't be leaving their men after they cheat, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna stay with you, but every fucking time you play with me, we in court.
We in court, and I have a stipulation. Since you want to cheat, I have a stipulation. Every time you busted wide, I'm over here getting $100,000 transferred to my account, and I'm gonna make sure the court has it in writing, so you can't come back and say we didn't have that agreement.
We not sharing it. You can't use it for vacations. It's not helping with any of the monthly bills. It's mine.
No, it's mine. Exactly. So yeah, I'm not. I'm not proposed to it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't hope I wouldn't need a reason to do it, but I'm not opposed to that because I feel like, sometimes whoever you marry to, money changes a lot of things. When
money changes people.
Yes, it does. It makes you who you really are.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of, because you're the same. It makes you who you really are because there's a lot of freedom. In your being now, because money makes a lot of problems go away. So when you have a lot of money, it's now freedom. So that then makes you who you really are as far as the freedom that you'll have. And it's going to be interesting as a character flaw what you do with that freedom. That's why I say I have no problem with coming into money, because I'm going to definitely Jennifer Tilly it. I'm still going to be the same. I don't care how much I got.
Not of a Jennifer Tilly it. That's the best example though, because you could tell she speaks about her upbringing well before her fame quite often. If I married the creator of The Simpsons and he left me with all of his dollars, the only thing I would talk about are those dollars raining on me. But go Jennifer Tilly. We strive.
No, but she did that to prove a point to Kyle, which I'm glad she did that.
Either way, I'd be
Kyle
talking
was
about
trying to sun her on the low. I saw you, Kyle. I saw what you was trying to do.
Oh, Tia Frock said, did you see the video of Alexia and Adrian going to visit Lisa when she turned herself in? No. I did. I feel like they're disingenuous. I don't like Alexia. I feel like if Alexia wasn't on Housewives of Miami, if Alexia and Julia Lumigova were not there, I don't think that the show would be on pause. I think they take it somewhere that goes too far. But I did see raggedy heifers. It's the Fox Sports whack ass 5. Lord. Speaking of Miami, Jocelyn.
Go to hell, Jocelyn. Ain't nobody finna watch you.
Jocelyn, I'm sorry. Anybody that's had the career that she's had, it's going to be very difficult for her to attain respect. And we can watch Love and Hip Hop for fun. We can watch Baddies and the Cabaret for fun and all of that. But in real time and in their real day to day, nobody respects them. And that's unfortunate. That's why she is begging Andy Cohen to come on Housewives. But the lady just raised Bonnie Bella, grow that baby. Congrats to her and Ballistic Beats, and you know, do it like it's your B-Day. That's all I know from Jocelyn these days. Do it like it's your B-Day, baby. That's all I know. Possibly Pam, not Pam Oliver and Eddie Hennessy. I'll never forgive Bravo to taking Miami from us like this again. We worked so hard to get Miami on Bravo from Peacock, and now they back. I felt like they had a good cast. I felt like we were entertained. We had a lot of fun covering Miami.
We sure did.
I don't know why they would get rid of it. It's rare that you can have fun covering something while also still getting, annoyed.
But maybe something to production just does not work with this cast. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just something, because there was a lot of things said at the reunion that I felt like could have been mentioned during the season that probably would have had us more enthralled than we were. So I think that that's probably the frustration, is that all of the ladies seem to hold on to things until Mad Day comes and then they want to spurt it out. Adrienne is the perfect example of that. Like, she was one of the ones doing it, and it was like,
you could have told us about the
you could have
coffee
told us
maker.
Right. You could have told us
in the
about this
middle
during
of
the show,
season.
because then it probably would have made sense why you were lashing out the way you did. So, I mean, things gotta make sense. That's why I said I'm not for, like, when Potomac and then recently Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, them picking one housewife and then just piling on that housewife. They did it with Stacey and Angel on Potomac. Now they did it with Amanda on Beverly Hills. Like, that logic and that premise does not work. And the fact that production is not catching on to that and stopping it, that's why these shows don't work.
That's true. That's actually very true. The way the women handle the drama as a whole has just gotten old and tired. We shouldn't be able to predict what happens. Hi, Hot Pink. Happy Friday, TGIF. Hey, I have a question for y'all. Did y'all watch the Carlos King with Quad and Heavenly? Because did y'all see Quad's makeup artist say something about King? I saw clips of that. I did not watch the full interview.
Is this a new interview, or was this the one they did post reunion?
I'm assuming post reunion. That's the only one I really know of.
Because if that's the case, I'm over the whole King and Quad thing. They're not together anymore.
They were never engaged. They were only together for a year. People got to understand, people date. Okay, 1 year your friend could have a spouse and they there. The next year they may have a new spouse or no spouse. Like, people date, but it's almost like they want.
I feel like I feel like we give this way too much energy, more than she gives it. Maybe, I don't know, but because it's Quad, you got to squint a little bit with Quad, because you just never know what side of the table she turning. But I just feel like, for me, I don't really care.
Hot Pink says, I do believe the makeup artist and the other person who's friends with Quad. I did see all that the makeup artist said, and I saw that King responded, and I also believe the makeup artist. I do. I think people are committed to not believe what comes out of Quad's mouth about stuff, because Quad has lied a lot on TV about her dating life. She's very private, and come on, she got this fake Martin Luther King accent. Girl, Quad is from Memphis. They don't talk like that. Okay. So I do believe her makeup artist, though. But it's like, y'all, she broke up with a boyfriend. It happens sometimes.
It does. Like, we want different things after a while. But this is why we date, is to see if it works out. You give yourself, sometimes between 1 to 3 years. And after year 1, you start to assess. You start to be like, okay, A through Z. Can I really see myself with this person? Is this okay? Is that okay? That's all you do. And then you realize it's not worth it, and then you break up.
That's it.
It's easy. It's very simple. I
It's
think
gonna
people
be
just
sad.
complicate it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, y'all, Quad is just dating. This is the first man we saw since the divorce. He's not gonna stick. He's the first. But we're gonna move into the Valley. There's a lot with the Valley that's going on, and there's also so much that is not happening at all. This show has been a headache. For those who don't know, I do cover the Valley on my channel. It is a spinoff of Vanderpump Rules, the original cast, not the bullshit that they just aired with this new reboot that went nowhere. Michelle was married to Jesse. We do cover this on the channel, but I don't do it live anymore just because ever since Janet and her pet behaved the way they did last season, people are not watching the Valley like that. But Michelle, I don't know how to say her last name because I believe it's Portuguese, and well, I'm Black. But Michelle from the Valley was seen with Dr. Dre. That is the picture. We took it and edited it just a little bit. But that is the picture of these two. They were holding hands. They've been seen together going on dates. This was not the first sighting of them. This was the sighting of them where there was some affection. So apparently they may be a couple. The only thing I'm going to say about this is, one, it may help the Valley's ratings, which we're going to talk about next. And two, Michelle, do you realize that Dr. Dre is like Jesse 5.0? I can't say too much because I don't want to get sued because I ain't got shit no way. But did y'all watch Michelle's biopic on television? Has anybody heard about the homeless child he has with children that he don't acknowledge?
What's that?
Or
The
the
lady
ex-wife that he just divorced during COVID that took him to the cleaners and then took him back through there. But he was whooping on her. Like, Dr. Dre has not been known to be a man that keeps his hands to himself. How do you feel about it? Do you have concern for Michelle, or do you feel like she's just...
I feel like this is going to be one of those, and I hate I have to say this, just because I always see this when it comes to colorless women. I feel like this is going to be one of those nanny boo boo situations where he gonna treat me better than he treats you kind of situations because I'm, the fair skin, not black, and very much what's his name's wife from Love and Hip Hop, Miami or New York or whatever season Nori and his wife was on, where she was where it was given very much nanny boo boo, he treat me better than he treats you. It really was given that. So I feel like this is going to be one of those situations. And baby, I'm going to let you know this right now, Miss Ma'am. This is not what you think it is going to be. Y'all better go watch April's video that she did with that interview she did with what's his name. Y'all better go watch that.
Yeah, Dr. Dre is actually somebody when I see women get with, especially younger women, who are more impressionable, still figuring themselves out. I do have concerns. I respect him greatly for what he's contributed to hip hop and music. We cannot deny his art and his talent and his success there and the great businessman that he is. However, when it comes to his personal life and how he dates, everybody should be surprised. But maybe this man has changed because he had that little aneurysm and almost passed away. They say that near-death experiences do sometimes change people for the better. So hopefully things have changed for the better. Maybe we can have a situation kind of like how Suge Knight helped Dr. Dre get out that contract with Jerry Heller at the back in the day. I may be showing my age a little bit, but my day ones and true fans of hip hop know. Okay, they pretty much scared the shit out of them to get Dr. Dre out of that contract after NWA broke up and all of that. So I'm like, maybe Dr. Dre will do that with Jesse and be like, divorce her. Maybe she has a plan, but we don't know. We're not going to find out. It's a quick Google search to find out he put women through doors. I mean, sometimes you just search his name and that's one of the few things that comes up.
I mean, I don't feel like anybody has the worst horror story than Michelle. Like her situation with him, like, to me, I'm sorry, unless there's another woman coming out from somewhere else that can give better details. Like Michelle went through hell. Like imagine being asleep and somebody hitting you. Like that's crazy.
But a MAGA supporting woman who was raised in Greater San Diego, California, land of colorless, and a few others. I don't expect her to have seen the Michelle story. I wouldn't be surprised if she don't know who the fuck Michelle is.
A lot of people don't know who she is. Like I know black people today in Phoenix that don't know who Michelle is.
I'm just not gonna get into Phoenix today. I can't. Michelle and Michelle, that does sound awfully similar. Hope things don't become similar. I'm hoping it works out for Michelle from the Valley. I do not think Dr. Dre will make an appearance on the Valley at all, but maybe, hey, Shayna, you guys check out her channel as well. Hype of Video. She is a monetized creator. And Michelle, it don't help that she looked like all the others too.
She looks exactly like his ex-wife. Yes.
Exactly like her before she cut the hair. Right before she cut the hair. Crazy. Everyone of a certain age should know who Michelle is. Girl, this lady is clear and MAGA facing. Yeah. I don't think she knows. I don't think she knows.
She ain't listened. She ain't heard the music. She don't know the meaning behind the songs. She didn't know that before NW there's World Class Record Crew. She ain't gonna know none of this.
She's not gonna know anything. Yeah. She's not. She probably thinks the CPT is an actual abbreviation or something. Like she don't understand. He does have a type. She looked just like her too. Look at her. If y'all Google the ex-wife, that's exactly what she looked like. The difference is hair. She looks like the ex-wife when she was younger. And it's kind of creepy how men have a type. Like, care about the person instead of the look.
Like you're right. Like, I mean, because I don't have a specific type. None of my exes look alike. So I'll be,
No, you said none of them look alike. That's
none of them look alike. Yeah, none of them look alike. They all look different.
She's been willing to try other people, everybody. That's good. I sometimes feel like people box themselves in when they only date within a type. She said, true, but even if she do, she won't lose his money back, right? Because he sure didn't have a prenup. Dr. Dre just doesn't, he's a great businessman, has become a billionaire, but when it comes to love and relationships, he ain't figured it out yet. But the last Valley update is there's been rumors all over the internet that there's going to be a cash shakeup. A piece of that is true. There were people who were supposed to be on the Valley this season, such as Sheena Shea, who didn't because in her book, she pretty much aired everything out about Bravo, her exes, who she slept with, the past, Brandi Glanville. She aired a lot out. So I don't think Sheena's coming back. I don't think the Toms work on this show. I don't like Lala as an addition. But the producers of Bravo Television who work on the Valley made sure to come out and explain that this show will not go on pause, even though the ratings are extremely low, like some of the lowest that the network has seen across any of their franchises for the last couple of years. So I guess this is another example of privilege because I think they need to go on a pause. I don't know if you're keeping up with the season, James, but it's not much of a season.
I watch it, but it's just that way it's not entertaining, and then the drama is just so ridiculous.
So we'll see what happens with the Valley, but good luck to them. I'm trying to cover the Valley, you guys, but after this season, I'm just going to be honest, I'm probably not going to cover it review-wise. I'm probably going to do shorts or post TikToks because my little sister says I need to use TikTok more. But I'm probably just going to give like a review through a short, my opinions, because who was it? Vibe X, shout out to you. Vibe commented on my recent Valley review and was like, shout out to you, Mrs. Best, for making something out of nothing, because the episode gave nothing and then we ended it with death. I was like, ooh, we don't want to do that. Let me get the comments we missed before we move on. Ellie said, none of my exes look alike, but they all act alike. It's not on you how them people act.
It's not on you.
It was trifling and raggedy.
Right. It just, at least it's something you recognize that they all have similarities. And that's something you can definitely change with the next one if you haven't done so already. So,
absolutely.
Keep on keeping on. Yeah, you can control how people act. Yeah. And some people hide things well. Some people hide things well that you don't see until you're in it. Like a lot of people don't show you who they are. They show you their representative, and then when you dig a little deeper, you do see the real person, and you can't determine that. Like I had a real great conversation with my mom about one of my exes, and she said that you were, you moved too quickly. I said it's not moving quickly. I need to see everything, and sometimes you have to take drastic measures in order for you to see things clearly, so that way you don't waste your time. Who wants to be courting for 5 years and then year 6 you see something that you didn't see within them 5 years?
I don't know, you ain't say courting for 5 years. That's the other thing. People need to learn to put timelines and
Yeah,
expiration
y'all got
dates
to
on
have
that motherfucker.
right.
5 years of courting.
Like
No.
that's how my family think. I'd be like, no, that's too long. Let me explain something to you. I move quick because I don't have time to waste. I don't have time to waste. So yes, we're gonna move things a little bit more expeditiously, and then if things work out, great. If they don't, we
You
move
just
on
gotta
to the
find
next.
balance. You move fast, but I think if you move a little bit slower to be good. But then also there's benefits to jump in.
Yes.
Shayna said, but I loved Martha's Vineyard. I was entertained. They cut Summer House Martha's Vineyard to keep Summer House, just for Summer House to go through a scandal and exposure so bad that they're saying it may not come back. And if it does come back, most of the cast will be gone. Now, when Scandival happened to Vanderpump Rules, it killed the show. It's never been able to be revived. And I don't think Summer House has the following that VPR used to have to carry over into a new show. But I do find it interesting that Bravo canceled Martha's Vineyard for no reason when they had good ratings, a good season, and were received well. But this show has some of the lowest ratings that Bravo has had across any of their franchises in years. And they say they're not even going to consider a pause.
You have to understand, these Martha's Vineyards was colored folk.
I know, but I'm going to point
folk.
it out because I'm very, very black, and I'm happy to be black, and I'm blackity black, fucking black. And if anybody don't like it, oh well. But I don't like how they do this on TV. So maybe somebody important to come across my channel.
And to not throw salt in the game, I didn't like the cast. I did not. I felt like, to me, I would have gotten rid of at least half of them.
The married people. They definitely didn't need to be in a house.
I would have gotten rid of Summer. I would have gotten rid of Alex. I would have gotten rid of Amir, and I would have gotten rid of, what's the crazy girl that was putting all that damn old bay seasoning in that seafood boil?
Was that Bria?
Was that Bria? No, not Bria. I'm gonna keep Bria. The one with the that wasn't okay. Sorry, y'all.
Look, we can't even remember their names. They've been gone so long.
The stank attitude that got on my nerves. The pretty one, the very, very pretty one. I cannot think of her name.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember her name right now.
I can't remember her name. The very, very pretty one. I'd have got rid of her too.
She was problematic. She was. Y'all check out our Martha's Vineyard reviews. We did that in the first year my YouTube channel existed. It helped build a lot of my following. I did enjoy it. I really did enjoy it. I don't like Lala on the show, Ellie.
No, I
don't want to say I like Lala. I feel like Lala gets away with murder. I also don't like the black scent she plays with sometimes, because not all black people talk in the way that she believes we do in our head. I prefer if Lala would have done something on her own. She doesn't really need this show, but she's here. I just feel like bringing Lala back, you may as well call it Vanderpump Rules, not the Valley, but what can we do? Yes, please like the video, y'all. Thank you, Shayna. Thank you. I didn't love Martha's Vineyards, but I hate how our shows, that part, always get canceled. Pregnant people shouldn't even be on. Say it louder.
Thank you, because I did not like her. I didn't like her either. Even though she was the connector to everybody, I did not like her.
Barely.
Like, to me, and once again, the structure of that show was so... First off, you had egotistical men that were questionable the entire time. Then you had a whole bunch of scandals. You had a fight on there. You had, it was just so much of that show that I felt like was just so tasteless. Like, we don't always act like this as black folks. There's some of us that, go on vacations like that and be having a great time. Yeah, you might have some drama. Somebody might tip over for being too drunk. And, you might have the girl that, want to run around without her drawers. You might have that too, but you don't have all of that.
All right, let's get into my AI photo of Bose. I was hollering the way, because I put this in ChatGPT, and I said to ChatGPT, I said, can you just add some wording so I could put this on my live? And ChatGPT was like, yes, but we've also decided to clean up the face. Why did ChatGPT clean up Bose's face and hair based on the wig? I don't know if y'all know. It'll literally tell you step by step. We've blended the hairline of this so that the person looks a little better and pulled it forward in the picture. Well, I was like, damn, ChatGPT, you ain't have to read Bose for filth. But
yes,
Bosoma Sejan for the Housewives of Beverly Hills, which we will be covering after this live, she did try to call out Andy because he made a face at the reunion about her saying that CFOs or CMOs, Chief Marketing Officer, yes, CMOs are generally known to be short tenure. Andy made a face and he also responded online to Bo saying, okay, noted. But then he also did another post separate from Bo's and to other people in the comments saying, I don't know why she's doing all of this. She acts like I haven't worked with CMOs. Bo's, Andy Cohen has probably been working with them longer than you. You are not the only bitch with a degree in business and marketing, and you are not the only person to do great things in business and marketing. Now, you are a Black woman. You are the minority in business and marketing. However, look at, I believe Pepsi's current CEO has been there for years. Netflix current CEO, Black, been there for years. There's lots of CEOs around right now that have, and CMOs that have done Bose's position and been in there for years and years and years. So really, I just put this here because I don't like this lady. I don't like this lady. And I'm just going to remind everybody that she's not all of that. But are you surprised that Andy was nice to Bose's face, but then went in the comments and was pretty much throwing all sorts of shade?
You know, here's the thing. In regular circumstance, I would be protecting Bose at all costs. I would be. But because she started this, I cannot defend her. Because at the end of the day, it was confusing to a lot of people. Is she right to some extent? Yes. But at the same time, there are certain industries where that is not the case. Entertainment is one of them. And entertainment, that is not something you see very often, where a short tenure is 2 to 5 years. You usually see it a lot longer than that, because in entertainment, if the situation works, they want to keep it working because that money could be questionable and funny later. So that's why they do that. Now, when we talk about industry like manufacturing and, you know, all the other businesses that she has been in, it is odd for someone who entertainment who doesn't see that to now hear you say it. It is odd. And he has every right to feel that way because of his own experience. You can't tell somebody that their experience is wrong because they've lived it. Just because you feel slighted about that. He was confused. He was not sure. And in his experience, he's never known that to be something that has happened. That's his
I'd like
right.
to point out the Kempire. Shout out to the Parchment and the Kempire. And his channel, but I'd like to point out the Kempire because Kempire made a very good point about Bose doing that. You pointed out and made a video addressing a face that Andy Cohen made that none of us really noticed, but obviously it bothered you. But the problem I have with Bose is, one, just because you have an education and do something doesn't mean you're the only one to understand it. Also, Miss Bose, I don't think this was smart. You're supposed to be chief marketing officer. You're making Housewives of Beverly Hills feel like a fucking board meeting, which nobody likes. And you took away from the plot, which I thought Kempire was smart. He was like, this, we have to remember, she is skilled at marketing. Why would you pick to comment on Andy Cohen's face, knowing everyone would be like, oh my God, someone called out Andy, instead of choosing to make a video about the many lies that she was caught in on the reunion and throughout the season. So I feel like Bose, I just want her to go. I want her to go. If we have the same cast that we have this year on Beverly Hills, I'm not going to cover it live anymore. I'm going to slowly start doing less with Beverly Hills and probably just put out like 10-minute review videos like I've been doing for the Valley. Just letting you know, James, because he does cover the show with me. It'll probably be easier for us to just record and smile and get the hell out of there. But
right,
I don't have it for Beverly Hills. I just can't. But more Beverly Hills tea. LeAnn Rimes was rumored to be joining Housewives of Beverly Hills. I've been seeing these rumors going on, honestly, for the past year, just in social media, on YouTube, just little things. There's nothing that's happened to make me believe that the rumor was true. until recently, because Brandi Glanville and her snakeskin face decided to go on the internet and have a meltdown saying that LeAnn took so much from her job, her man, her kids. I was like, oh Lord, not Brandi crashing out over all of this. I don't understand it, but LeAnn Rimes, unfortunately, and I do say unfortunately, is not joining the Housewives of Beverly Hills. She went and announced it on Twitter, and she went again and announced it on Instagram. She has a job in 911 Nashville. I love 911, by the way. I have not watched the Nashville one, but I do love 911 with my auntie Angela Bassett. I don't know. I feel like it would have been smart to bring her on, just because it could have been a separate perspective. They could have commented on, you know, that situation from back in the day and then moved forward. But I also get her not joining. I wouldn't want to join the platform of my current husband's ex-wife that I was dating before they were divorced. So I don't know. How do you feel about her not coming back?
Not joining.
At all.
Here's the thing. I was conflicted because I've actually grown to actually really enjoy her and Eddie together. So I did not want to see them on the show and ruining what I always see based on Instagram to be such a beautiful union. They really truly look like they enjoy each other. And we know that reality TV show curse, you know, is always lurking, especially one that is messy, like when your ex-wife used to be on this show. Now, a part of me would love to see her and know, because LeAnn Rimes has had a reality TV show before. It was very short lived, but her and Eddie did have a show together on VH1. I didn't like it, but at the same time, it was nice to see, you know, that they were trying to fight the odds against their very messy marriage. Now, Brandi is going to take this to her grave. And I just want to let you know, I'm not on Brandi's side with this, but I definitely understand why. Have y'all seen Eddie? I understand why.
I don't think it should even be over what the man looks like. The way that he did her was disgusting. And like, LeAnn Rimes is talented and all, but she was also wrong.
Oh yeah,
and it's never going to take anything away from it. So I think we all understand Brandi being upset, but she's not joining. I'm slightly disappointed. I get where you're coming from too, because they would be forced to talk about probably something that happened 20 something years ago over and over and over, because the women would use that to not talk about themselves. But it's just a rumor. I've had a couple people message me about it. She's not joining.
She's not joining, you guys. But I would love to see her on something, but definitely, you know, something showcasing her real life, because I want to know how karma hasn't got them yet. So I would definitely, you know,
or it might have got them, and that's why she don't want to do the shit. She don't want us to they don't want us to.
It would surprise me. Looking at a history of cheating. I mean, other old girl we just mentioned, and she said he was a great lover. So I was like, oh, I want to be a fly on the wall. I just want to see what he do.
Elleaf says she loves Kempire. I enjoy Kempire too. I enjoy Kempire's channel a lot. I like his Bravo reviews, and I enjoy his 90-day reviews as well. Bose does need to stop making videos. Hot Pink, I already know that's who you're talking about, because no other person does this on reality TV. I'm sick of Bose. I'm so tired of Bose. I can't say it enough. I love all of those shows, the Nashville one, the regular one, and the other one that Rob Lowe is on. I'm trying to tell y'all.
I need to get into that series. I haven't watched it yet. I need to get into it. No, but I need to get into it though. I will have it when I move to, you know, my new location.
No,
but I don't have it currently. No, yeah, I'll have it when I move, but I don't have it now. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's a good thing. It's on Hulu, all of them.
Okay, like I'm gonna start with Angela Bassett's one. We all love LeAnn Rimes. She's one of my favorite singers.
Yeah, she's very talented, and I like that people looked at her talent instead of just her hold'em. But 8.5. I'm not going to talk about this long. I don't like this woman. I know that's not nice. I do not like 8.5, aka Anne-Marie Wiley from Housewives of Beverly Hills. One season wonder, one and done. Her husband, Marcellus Wiley, has been alleged and accused of sexual assault And as you can see on the screen, I'm not going to say all of it, but he has been accused not by one, not by two, but multiple women. This is going back years and years. James has spoke about this before any of this came out on a Beverly Hills Review and has been saying that this guy is kind of but the story is actually insane. They are actively in court right now. I'm not going to go over the details just because I don't want to trigger anybody, but I will be including a link to Ronald Richards' page that will show you everything going on with this lawsuit. I just want to know who's doing the background checks and stuff on Bravo, because if James knew that this man had done this before, then I'm sure Bravo could have figured it out too.
I mean, there were several allegations, and then he was problematic when it came to the show airing based on, what people were saying about her career, and her misappropriating her title. Like, he was a problem then. And I had heard things about him, this is allegedly, I had heard things about him. That's why I was shocked she joined the show, because I was like, are we really doing this? Y'all stay posted. Just stay posted, because I'm telling you, this is only the beginning. I have heard a lot about this man. So, and this is all alleged. Like, I'm not saying any specific
football player, right?
He was. I believe he was a former football player, and I know he was a coach.
It's gonna be everywhere then. Yeah. Eventually, he kind of looks like Coach Shaw a little bit. A little bit. Ellie said the thing that saves LeAnn and Eddie is that they've stayed together this long. Maybe it really was them in love. So did Tori and Dean. And look at them now.
Well, here's the thing. Like, Tori, let me say, Tori was stupid as a motherfucker, because ain't no way in the hell.
We could call her talented, but she's stupid as hell too to even end up in the situation.
Listen, y'all, I'm a little biased, because Eddie is the reason I'm gay. If I wanted to be 100% honest, because I know it doesn't, but I'm just saying, like, I'm a little biased, because Eddie was my very first man crush. I saw Eddie in 2016 in like a show called Invasion. I had bought it on DVD. I, was looking at it, and I said, damn, that man is fine as hell. And I'm a dimple guy, so that's the first thing I saw. And I said,
that's why people be ended up in situations fucked off with love. Y'all look past attraction, please, because
I'm telling you, LeAnn Rimes ran her fingers through them dimples, and it turned something in. I'm telling you, it does something in your inside.
Anybody that is solely, in the words of Anna from Before the 90 Days, he's weak to the flesh. I don't give a fuck how fine he is. He's weak. Because how you out here dating like that, Eddie? Get it together. James, you got a long hallway. It is not, y'all. We've talked about this before.
I will have a long hallway in my next place.
From the window.
Yes, now that Mrs. Best has been in this room, it is not a long hallway at all.
It's a regular hallway. It's a nice house. It's just a regular hallway.
Yeah.
That's the funniest thing. I love it. He'll be in his new spot next month, you guys. He is still in Arizona. He wants to enter anything but his own wife. That part. You got a wife at home. Now, I get that 8.5 is built like a linebacker, but she's got a beautiful face. All he can.
She's not ugly. She's just, she's broad, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But
how do you, as a woman, defend your man who you're raising daughters with for what he's being accused of?
Yes, because
how do you reason that? I'm not going to go over this too much either. PK has finally spoken out. I did kind of just highlight like the important things that he spoke about. He claimed he always supported Dorit. He has spoken about their relationship, saying that things were great in the beginning, things went downhill. He doesn't like the way that she has spoken about him on the show, which I am not surprised about. And he aired out some of her drama, saying part of the reason their house is in foreclosure twice, because it sounds like they refinanced the home and now they have 2 mortgages, and they fucked up payment on both of them. So stuff came out about PK and Dorit's divorce recently in the state of California. It's over $109,000 in counting right now that they owe to their 2 separate mortgage companies. In addition to that, it looks like Kyle, well, in Dorit's mind, Kyle has succeeded, because PK says it's interesting to see Dorit spending on the show, but he says that he is not surprised by it because she has a spending habit of $1 million in a month. And her spending habit has gotten even more out of control since they are broken up. Is part of the reason for a lot of their debt and all of these things. And it looks like they're going to be in court shortly because of it. So it looks like a lot is about to come out about PK and Dorit's finances. I don't think it's anything that will surprise us. However, she should have shut the fuck up and put her cigarette out. Okay? That's what Dorit should have done, because his interview was literally him speaking about things on the show that she's been saying and doing that he can use against her in court. Have you had a chance to look at any of his interviews, James?
I have not, but I'm going to watch in just a moment here because you know what? This seems way this just seems way too juicy, because I said this from the beginning. I said if I was Dorit, I would be moving like I was broke. I wouldn't even, when I tell y'all I would be driving a Toyota RAV4 on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Eileen had a mansion and no money problems, married to the man who owns Natural Balance Pet Food. And Eileen still drove a regular Ford, a $20,000 car. So that's how you stay rich. When you go to the nice neighborhoods of California, I promise you, you will always see a Toyota Camry, a Nissan Maxima, something old. They love to keep Broncos parked. I don't know why, but the rich, that's how you.
They may have one nice or two, luxury vehicle, but they gonna have them a Honda. They gonna have them a Toyota. And they gonna have them a Nissan. They is not playing with y'all. And it's probably gonna be the hybrid models of them cars, because in California they want to save gas. So Dorit be on bullshit. But I tell y'all, that's why I got mad at. That's why I got mad at Monica Garcia her first season when she was talking about I bought a Louis Vuitton so I could fit it. Girl, fuck them women. Like, if you don't sit up there and buy you a purse from Ross and stop playing, and girl, and get you a Honda Odyssey and ride that motherfucker until
get what you can afford.
Give what you and drive like Dolores from Real Housewives of New Jersey when she swizz that damn Rolls Royce in that driveway. I said, girl, put that car up.
I cannot. Ellie said, "Hi, you guys are so fun. Thank you. Do you post the lives if we miss it?" Yes, everything does stay
on both channels. Yes,
on both channels. I'm going to be collaborating with James, so you guys will be able to see it on his channel as well. I just have to wait for the video to process. That's why I always send it to you hella early in the morning. But it will be on both channels. Yeah. We also have playlists for all of our live streams and shows and all of that we cover. Tap in. I appreciate you. Hi, JB. This is another great creator that you guys should check out. Hype one of his videos. Support him. Not kept sucking on the cigarette and shutting the fuck up. I heard Italian cigarettes are like the best, though. There's a guy at my job who is from Italy. He was born and raised there. And he we went for a company meeting and he was rolling up Italian cigarettes for everybody. I'm like, what the hell? But apparently they're great. Driving a Toyota, sending the kids to the best public school in Beverly Hills. No more private tutors at home. Look at, not Shahs of Sunset, the Valley Persian style. They all went to Beverly Hills High. Like, Dorit is playing.
She is.
They would really call her poor Reet with a...
That's all right. That's okay. I would respect her more. Like, I would respect her more if she was counting them coins, but look, y'all got to get to McDonald's. Y'all got to get Happy Meals and Big Macs and everything. We can't go over there to get the $60 steaks. We can't go over there. Like, I'm telling y'all, if Dorit really were to play this up, we actually would respect her more. Like, I feel like if she really did, like, get a RAV4, moved into a 2-bedroom apartment, talking about, hey, I got to struggle and out there hustling, I would respect her so much more.
I actually agree. I think sometimes being real is more relatable and to go further than any of that. Plus, the people who are going to judge somebody for the kind of car that they're in. Now, if Dorit has a nasty attitude, we calling her poor Reet in a RAV4. But if she, comes back looking humble, we'll give her a little bit of a break. Just a little bit, but not a full break.
Yeah, not a full break. No, I still don't like her, but still, I would respect her if she would, tell the truth.
I did see that Eileen was asked back, and I don't blame Eileen for giving it a strong no. I just don't. To keep it on track with Beverly Hills, Amanda may not come back. She did respond to a cast member or to a fan on Twitter who was like, Amanda deserves a second season because of the treatment. And she said, now, why would I want to do that? And I'm kind of like, Amanda, have you quit? Like,
I don't blame her if she did. I don't blame
I don't
because
blame
first
her, but I'm just like, girl, did
it
you
would
tell
be
the
me.
network?
I would, because see, I would come back and I would see that's the problem with the colorless women. Y'all run too easily. When I tell y'all, I would come back and be all up in everybody's face. What's up, Bo's? How your business doing? When I tell y'all, I would go back and who else she got into? What up, Dorit? You paying them bills? That you all right?
You
You
could
need
tell though, for
like I
anybody who
would play.
watched part 3 of the reunion, you could tell that Amanda checked out
Yep.
halfway through. Like Bose made a comment, I never want to hear manifest again. And Amanda just kind of looked and smiled. That's me when I'm tired of shit. Okay. Like, I don't blame her. They bullied that girl. We're going to talk about it more on our next live, but they definitely bullied this girl. I don't blame her for not wanting to come back. I actually think if more new housewives who get piled on and played with say that they don't want to come back and then actually do not come back, eventually they'll start checking the OG bitches that are piling on. Because then they can't grasp nobody, and the other women on Housewives of Beverly Hills are not entertaining enough to keep the show going. They need to pause.
Sure ain't.
And Kyle needs to go. Dorit needs to go. I don't want nobody who was there when LVP was there. They can all go. As quiet as it's kept. But that's just me. That's just me. We're going to move out of Housewives and get into Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, as well as Love and Hip Hop Miami and the franchise. Both of the networks, VH1, Viacom, CBS, MTV, they have announced that Love and Hip Hop is coming to an end. They have also announced that Jersey Shore, as well as Teen Mom, is coming to an end. Thank God. I've never understood yes, Teen Mom was
same people
airing.
or they got
I don't watch it, but I know one of them trends online because her son is like miserable. I think Leah is her name. And then the one that gave up her kid for adoption.
Yeah, them, the trauma bond step siblings.
Yeah, and then I know the angry girl Amber was still on there, the one who was on Marriage Boot Camp. Yeah. But MTV is going to be basically rebooting themselves as a network, coming through with a new face. That's why Ridiculousness and all these crazy shows are gone. Love and Hip Hop is done. It is definitely the end of an era. I feel like it is time for this shit to go. I feel like it's been time for it to go. But the announcement is they're going to do a final chapter, which is going to be a 6-part limited series that's going to go over, I'm guessing, previous episodes. They haven't said much in what they're doing, but there's going to be a 6-part final chapter that's going to air later in the year, in the fall of this year. I will cover it. I'm assuming James will be settled and able to cover it with me. If it changes, just let me know. But that's the end of Love and Hip Hop, y'all. Do you have any feelings about it? Because I feel like it's been time. Hercules. It was the
good job. You guys, I want them to go back to the drawing board because Love and Hip Hop gave me some great times. It really has. But I want them to go back to the drawing board. They can definitely come up with a new concept. I feel like we got away from the hip hop and just focused on the love part. And I just feel like, to me, yeah, and they brought it back too late, where we don't really care now because we're so enthralled into the drama. Same thing with Love and Marriage Huntsville. It became so much more about the love part and everybody's fucked up marriages versus what the real purpose was. That's why I loved Family Empire Houston. No matter the family drama, we stayed on the mark with the land and the business. That's what works. And I want people to understand this. What works is the premise of the show, and you keep circling back to it. That's why I like Heart and Hustle Houston. I'm gonna be covering. I know that's in there somewhere, but I love shows where they keep the focus of what we're here for. We're here for this purpose. We have relationships. They may be fucked up in some sensible way, like every other relationship, but our focus is always business. You're gonna see us have an event. Focus on what we talked about episode 1 and episode 15. It's just always gonna be like that. So that's what they need to do. And if I need to come in as an executive producer, or I'm available, hire me. Carlos, Mona, whoever, I am available. I can help y'all.
They need help.
But rightful compensation. No, I don't do shit for free. Rightful compensation.
That's the problem. Based on Carlos King shows, you could tell that motherfucker's on a budget, okay? He want to keep as much of the check in his pocket as possible because them people barely make any money for their seasons. And then it looked like you shopping at Walmart watching them shows. So, hey, may it get better. I think it's time for Love and Hip Hop to end. We will cover the 6-part series. Feel free to let us know how you guys feel about it, to those watching the replay in the comments and all of that, because I loved Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop was a time. When I say James and me, on Monday nights, used to be texting each other, especially when that shit happened with Kirk and Rashida. I ain't heard from James for months or something because we was busy. He's like, you see this shit on TV?
No, it was Tara, Peter, and Amina for me. I'm sorry. That was my favorite. That was my favorite story. Like when she took that license out her titties and said, I'm his wife.
And now look at you in Germany begging for dollars, girl, because karma always comes back and gets you. And that's how you know who's right and wrong.
Karma got Tara ass too, but that's okay, Tara. We got, it is what it is. But
I remember I was selling cars during that time, and I was so annoyed because all that shit went down with Tara and Amina. My government name is Amina. It's spelled the correct way, though. That is not the correct way. And I would get annoyed selling clients cars. They'd be like, girl, let me watch you around my man. Bitch, do you want this Altima or not? I am not on Love and Hip Hop, but I'm so glad anybody named Amina feels me. We went through it during that time. We went through it. But Love and Hip Hop was a lot. It was a lot. JB said, yeah, MTV and VH1 are doing away with reality. I think it's time. They gave us some great reality shows, though, from Flavor of Love to Love and Hip Hop to Jersey Shore. At one point, Jersey Shore was everything, but yes, Love and Hip Hop was a I'll never forget some of the greatest things I've seen on Love and Hip Hop. Funny as hell. It was the look of Tara's face. She was like, oh. I was always there for the best at the fights with Love and Hip Hop. That's because I feel like the people on the show were truly like, that none of the people was really the smartest. They was all just a little bit ignorant. So when they was fighting back in the day, it was more authentic. They did not care. Now, a lot of it just doesn't feel authentic. Like this Kent Jones and Michael Blackson thing, for example. What's going on currently? Like that would not have lasted back in the day.
As I said, my favorite Love and Hip Hop fight is when Sierra hit that lady with her purse at the top of her head. I'm sorry. That shit was funny as well. Like right at the top, like she knew she had a quick 2 seconds because them security guards swarmed in like right away. But when I'm telling you, she hit that girl at the top of her head and then she flew with the purse. That she was so
Shetty said she was on. I remember you told us, Shetty, right before you got pregnant. Is that why you got pregnant? Was you shaking it right on MTV, girl?
What show was you on, Shanny, back in?
You had told us before.
It wasn't the Real World. It was something else. I forgot.
It was something else. If she was on the Real World, we would all knew.
We would know her. Yeah, that's true. I would know.
Sierra exactly and the purse was a good scene. I miss her old face. Maybe she'll get it back. I just watched Tara smack Amina over a driver's license.
It was the way she said, I'm an outlet. I'm his wife.
It's like, girl, that's not a flex if he's been making you keep it a secret.
For real. Like she was crazy as hell for that. Like, girl, I wouldn't even want to claim that man at this point. Like, get the fuck out of here. Where are the divorce papers?
She said the lip syncing show for Wiz Spinderella was the DJ on it. Oh, wow. She said, I'm going to come with a real throwback. I love it. But Love and Hip Hop is going away. So the current episodes we're doing will be the last reviewed full episodes of Love and Hip Hop that we will go over. But we will definitely miss it. As it goes away, I am going to be over the summer. I'm putting it together now, covering old shows. So I'll be covering Flavor of Love 1 and 2. I was trying to cover Charm School, but we can't find it. We can't find season 1. And I'll probably be covering.
I'm gonna check Zia Records to see if they have it on DVD, and I'll send it to you.
Somewhere. It's somewhere. But we're also going. I'm also going to cover season 1 of Love and Hip Hop, but that won't be till like around the holidays and stuff. But K Michelle will always. This bitch is shaking the table. She said your husband looks like a girl and has 3 earrings, child. Oh, and one of them dangled. Let's get into some new shows that are coming soon. I have a lot of shows that are going away. I just lost 90 Day before the 90 days. We are going to do our last Beverly Hills review today for part 3 of the reunion. There's a couple shows going away, but I'm also adding some. As I told everybody, I will be covering the 90 Day Fiancé franchise. I'm not going to be covering 90 Day Diaries, but I will be covering 90 Day The Hunt for Love, 90 Day The Other Way, 90 Day Fiancé, 90 Day The Last Resort, 90 Day Before the 90 Days, and 90 Day The Single Life. I've been a 90 Day stan, so I'm going to just start covering it. And I really appreciate everybody for supporting those reviews, from creators to regular subscribers and viewers. 90 Day Fiancé is back on the 10th, which is this Sunday. So I will cover that on Monday. It will replace the time slot for Before the 90 Days. I have seen the trailer. My God. So there's a lot. I'm not sure if James watches 90 Day Fiancé. If you do watch it, James, let me know, or just hop on a video. You're always.
I'm definitely watching 90 Day Fiancé.
He said you got me hooked down.
Yes, absolutely. I'm watching Love After Lockup. I just saw the trailer for that. So yes, I'm on these shows.
Look, James used to be like, "What is this?
What is this,
friend? Oh, this look ignorant." Then people like, "I love this shit." Him, Shani. People who never watched 90 Day are now watching. It's the time. There's a lady on there who says God told her to go to Nigeria for a man. So, and she was literally in the church doing dances, speaking in tongues. She fell on the ground doing a praise dance. I said, "Oh Lord, crazy, crazy, crazy." Absolute. You want me to review Ripsy going crazy in that house? Shani. Season 1 of the Bad Girls Club. That little girl Ripsy got so drunk and went on I don't even know what to call it, but she tore up that house on the Bad Girls Club. She tore it up.
I have an update for you, friend. I can actually say it loud. So actually, Prime has Charm School Season 1 for free right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I will be hitting up James and Kiwan and Shayna and whoever else is interested in joining creative-wise, because I want to go over like Charm School specifically. We love Charm School.
Yeah, we love so I just looked it up. Yeah, Season 1 is free. 2 and 3 we don't have to worry about because you have to pay $1.99 for that. I just looked it up. So we're good. We have Prime.
2 and 3 are on Hulu. I just couldn't find one. So that's good.
Yep, 1 is on Prime. I just clicked on the video and I made sure it worked. So
he said it, I made sure. I appreciate you. All right, we will definitely be doing that. That is something, though, when we do it, it will be streaming to not just my channel. We'll stream it to my channel. I'll stream it to James's channel as well. So you can catch it on either one of our channels. But I'm going to be inviting Kiwan. I'm going to be inviting Shayna. I want to invite JB as well. I'll DM y'all when it gets closer to the time, because it's something I want to do, honestly, in like end of June. Just because my schedule is fucked off and fucked over right now. I appreciate you, girl. Yes, y'all like the video. Don't be scared. It does help support the creators. I have a very small creator. Charm School. Wait, where can you find what? Charm School. If you're talking about Charm School, it's on Prime. If we're talking about 90 Day Fiancé, that comes on TLC, Discovery Plus, HBO Max app. It's all there for free. But 90 Day Fiancé will be back on Monday. I'm happy to hear James will be with me. I just lost my thought. It went blank. Twin, I need you to hit me up and let me know when these shows come back. The Love After Lockup in the 90 Days. I will, Shani. I will. If anybody who watches my channel would like me to like message you or tag you when we go live so you don't miss something, just let me know. I'm totally fine to do that. Shani will let you know. And yes, 90 Day Fiancé airs on Sundays, but we'll cover it on Monday. Another new show, In the City. It's a Bravo show. It's going to be airing on May 19th. I don't really quite understand what it's about. It's in New York. I'm kind of confused on what Bravo is doing because Next Gen NYC, which is on James' channel, did so well. I know that season 2 was filmed, but we still don't have it. But I'm going to give In the City a shot. It won't be a live review, but I will review it. James, if you watch it and you like it, you're totally fine to join as well as all. Well, you can join any of this shit, honestly. But just let me know so I can send you a link.
You got it.
And it will not be live, but we will be engaging with you guys through the video either way. This is Poly. Polyamory is a way of life, y'all. This is Poly is a show that will be on WeTV. It's going to be airing on the same day as Love After Lockup. After it, me and Kiwan was looking at this. I said it looked real ignorant. So I am going to cover this show as well. I'm going to see if I can get Kiwan JTV on a couple of reviews as well. So tap into that. Love After Lockup is back as well. We did just cover Love During Lockup. Love After Lockup is back on the same day as This Is Polly, which is the 29th of May. We'll cover it the day after. It will be myself, Kiwan JTV, and Watch Your Mouth Reviews, James, for when we do those. 90 Day The Last Resort is back on the 1st of June. So I will also be covering that show, but we'll talk about that as it gets closer. And then The Shy is back on my birthday, May 22nd. Let's go, Geminis, big Gemini gang. So we will be covering the final chapter of Showtime's The Shy. You can watch this show on Paramount Plus. If you have Showtime, you can watch it there. You can also, there's somewhere else you can watch it, All Black as well. So those are all of the shows that I will be covering on my channel coming up. Kiwan JTV says, don't forget Heart and Hustle Houston. That is what James is going to be announcing on his channel. I don't cover Heart and Hustle. The only own shows that I cover are really the dating-based shows. Put a ring on it. Whenever that comes back, I'll be covering it. Somebody asked me to do it. But if I cover it, I'll do it with James. If he doesn't want to do it, I'm probably not going to.
Yeah, put a ring on it. I was going to do it on my channel, but I was like,
how are you going to do Ready to Love?
Ready to Love? No.
It's different. It's too different. I swore you were doing Ready to Love.
Because when I said put a ring on it, because I don't like Ready to Love, but I can. Would y'all want me to do Ready to Love? Or like, I don't, y'all.
He's like, I don't know. You got time to figure it out because they just went off TV, so they're not going to come back. But I'm going to give the floor to James now so that he can talk to you guys about his channel, shows he'll be covering, and things like that. And I also want to remind everybody in the description of this video, there is a link to his channel. But take the floor, Black man.
Yes, you guys. So you guys know I am moving. So initially I will be on hiatus for a little bit. So as I get settled in. So we're gonna be, skipping a couple of reviews on my channel, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Belle Collective Birmingham, and Love and Marriage Huntsville. I won't be having the time to do that next week and potentially the week after that because I'm moving across the country. I'm moving way across to another state. So I'm sorry ahead of time, but when I come back, we will jump right back into the swing of things. And then also I am going to be revamping my channel and doing other things with it as well. I did stay there that I do want to do my movie reaction reviews. That is something I'm working on. I just got my camera, so I'm excited. And we're just going to be doing a whole lot of things on Watch Your Mouth Reviews. I'm trying to get this going because I really want to monetize this year, you guys. This will be year number 3 for us that I am not even close to monetizing. And I need to monetize this year. I am not close.
It must be watch time. You're close in subs.
No, I'm actually closer to watch time than I am subs. I need about a good 170.
You could get that. You'll get that in no time. You'll definitely get that. I think you'll be able to monetize this year, especially revamping. But let's help support James in getting monetized. It is a lot of work. Subscribe to his channel. Be aware, as always, you guys can always hit up Mrs. Best if you need an update on James in case he doesn't get back to you in time. And we will continue to uplift and promote his channel over here. That's all that we can do, y'all. That's all that we could do. Other than that, beautiful people, that was it for our little updates on what's going on and all of these things. JB said he is ready for Love After Lockup. I heard that.
I know you right. I'm ready for it too.
I love Arizona it. It's so ignorant.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. I'm kind of glad that Love After Lockup has gone ignorant instead of how like season 1 they were like the social experiment. Fuck that. Looking for men in jail. Ain't no social experiment. The shit ain't gonna work. But yeah, Naya is happy for you. Moving is always good because you get to restart and refresh. And especially when you're moving somewhere that's gonna make tech easier for you.
It was a long time coming, y'all. I was so ready to leave Phoenix the moment I stepped my toe here. So yes.
But that is it, beautiful people. I'm gonna have to find glasses. I can't see shit. But I appreciate everybody for supporting the channel. Be sure to see the links in the description of this video. There are links to a lot of great creators. We're gonna head over to our channel as well as Kiwan J TV's channel. Let's tap in and talk about these colorless heifers. But other than that, good energy, good vibes. Have a good evening, TGIF, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.